Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I'm going to talk about map in JavaScript. So map is again collection. Then what is difference? Okay. So first collection type we have seen is called array. Right. In this you have to or you can hold any array can hold any number of values and any type of values inside a single variable. Similarly, we have seen another structure, data structure, that is what the set. Okay, and inside a set, what you have to do, you have to pass the value, but it is set is used whenever you have to hold the only unique values. And map is a next data structure in a JavaScript, which is basically used to hold the values, to hold the values in key and value pair, key and value pair. And it can be stored. Okay, map is created by using new map that I will show you how to. And again, here K and V. Let's say first one is K1 V1. Next is K2 V2. So each of these pair is called entries. And so key and value pair is called one key and its associated value is called entries in map data structure. Okay, now then we will see how to create it and what are the different methods, built-in methods JavaScript has to work with map type data, or data is in key and value pair, or how it works. Let me trim out my screen. Yes. So if I go here, I will remove this. Here I will set map in JavaScript. Okay. Whenever you have to create a map, you need to use or you need to create a map object. There is no direct way to create a map in a JavaScript. Okay. Then what I will do, I will use new keyword. Okay. New. And then I have to say map. Okay. So it is a constructor. Basically, map is a constructor. That's why we are writing this. So here you can see the syntax is that map constructor. And here you have to pass the values. Then how to pass the values? So what you need to do, you need to pass array, first thing. And inside of that array, you have to pass again entries in the form of arrays. And here I will say name. The entry is separated by comma. Here you can see the syntax of that, and name can be empty. Okay. So this is what my first entry. This is what my first entry in my map. Next entry, next array, then I have to say you can use anything. Okay. And if I say H30, so again you have to add next entry by separating comma. Okay, array separated by comma. Each array should contain two values of any data type, right? And first value will be treated as a key, and next value will be, second value of that array will be treated as a value in map. So this is how map is created in the JavaScript. So what I need to add, and if I say YouTube, okay, I will say webcam. Okay, so this is how I have created data, or I have created a map with three entries. But then how I can use, okay, whenever you have to use, this is a kind of object, okay, this is an object of map. And whenever you create an object, you need to store that object inside a variable called any of the variable. Okay, variable name can be anything. I will say capital M. Okay, that M is representing the map object. Now your all these items are present inside this map, and you can access the map here, okay, by using or by referring this M. Then what are different methods we have to work with map? First thing, if I wanted to know the map or number of elements from map or the map size, I can say. So here I can use map dot size. This will return me a number of entries in the map. Okay, but I need to print somewhere. So what I will do, I will cut out this and I will say document. I will pass the output to the document so that I can see. I will say documents dot write and yes. So now if I go and if I refresh, here you will see the output as a 3. What I will do, I will add one more entry here. And if you want to add entries, you have to add array that contain 2 values only. First one will be treated as a key. Okay, I will say yel name. Okay, yel name. This is what my key. And next is I will add the surname. Okay, so now you can check that number will change to 4. It says that in the map, we have 4 entries. Now, what are the different methods map has? Some built-in methods. So now we have created a map, but I wanted to add the item from, after create map creation. So here we have added entries to the map at the time of map creation. But there is a one more way. Okay, you can create a blank or empty map and then you can add entries to it. Then how to use that, I will show you. Okay, so before that I would like to show you methods of map. So map has these many methods. Okay, set method is used to add the entries to the map. So let's say if I wanted to add what I want to add. So I wanted to add some entries. Okay, so what I can do, I will say map dot set. This method help me to add new element. First thing here, you have to pass anything. Okay, if I say pass 100, 100 is not representing anything. If I say okay, education, if I say education, and here I will pass master of engineering. Okay, so this is what the entry I have to pass or I have to add to the map. Now if I go and if I refresh here, you will see that map have 5 entries. So this entry is added to the map by using set method. So once you are done with all map elements or once you are ready with map, then you need to learn how to access the elements, right? How to get the data of map. For that purpose, we have a method called get. And inside a get, what do you need to pass to? You need to pass only keys. So let's say if I wanted to get the details of any of the documents, okay, I will write first and then I will talk. So any of the key, if I wanted to get the data associated with any of the key, so what I need to do, I need to use the get method. And here you have to pass the key. Inside the get method, you have to pass the key. So what I will do, I will say key is equal to age. Okay. So I will use the age key. What it will do, it will go to the map, it will search for the age, and it will return me the value related to the value associated with age. So now we will see the output as a 30. B. Okay, I'm just adding break to print the output on new line. And here you are getting the value of age. Okay, so now you got how to add the entries to the map, how to get the value from map. Now we have to see how we can use a delete method to delete the any entries. So before using that, what I will do, I will I will delete the entries directly from here before using age. So I will delete for age. Okay, and delete is there. Yes, delete. And here you have to pass the key. So I will pass age key. So what will happen if my key age key is deleted? So I supposed to not get any of the answer, and it says undefined. Whenever you get output as undefined, you have to consider that you have passed the key which is not present inside the map. Okay, this is how delete method is used to delete any of the entries from map. Next method is has method. Has method is used just to check any specific key is present inside the map or not. So what it will do, okay, what I will do, I will print the output on screen so that you can understand. Okay, and I will say yum dot has. Okay, and before deletion, I will check for the age. So what it will do, it's supposed to return me a true, right? It returns has method always returns a boolean value in the terms of either true or false. So here, if I check before age deletion, okay, so it will say true map has key called age. If I check after the age deletion, you will see the output as a false. Okay, and I need to add the break here so that we can see the output on new line. This is what something I supposed to add here also. Okay. If I go and if I refresh, so here you will see the output. First has method returns true, second has method returns false. Okay, this is how has method help us to identify or to get or to check whether any specific key is exist in the map or not. After that, there is a method called clear. Clear method is used to remove all the entries from set. Okay, so if I say, okay, I will remove this. Okay, and if I say yum dot clear, okay, if I go here and if I refresh, you will see this output because that was already printed. But if I put this here, you will see the size as a 0. Instead of 5, you will see the 0. And nothing is present inside. Means age is not present. If you check for any other another key, it will show you false. Because clear method has removed all the entries from map. All the entries from map object. Okay. So this is how map method works. These are the very simple to use and very easy to understand, but you have to focus. You need to understand why and how map works. The next 4 methods are there to iterate over the map. For each method, values method, keys method, and entries method. Okay, all these 4 methods are used to iterate over the map. Let's see how to use those methods, when to use this method, whenever you have to, or you don't want to return anything, you can use for each method. For each method is it's simple for each loop. Okay, you are or we are just looping through the, we are just looping through the, what I can say, through the map. Okay, map entries one by one. So what I will do, if I have to use for each method. Okay, so earlier we were using only value, but in this case we need to use key and value. Means what? Okay, in case of, I will remove this. So let me clear everything. Yes. So now I have to use for each method. So what I will do, I will say I will do, okay, for each. And here you can see that if there is a function, you can pass callback function also, anonymous function also, arrow function also. That is not a matter. Okay, but that function should accept value and key. Means it should have at least two parameters. Okay, and then you can print the output, whatever you want to do, you can do that. If I say, what I will do, I will pass a function, callback function, but here, instead of writing directly function there, I would prefer to write external function. Okay, then I will declare the function. Function is declared by using function keyword, and then you have to say demo, or instead of demo, I can say print entries. This is what my function. That function should take two argument at least, value and, okay. So this is how it works. And inside a function, you need to use that. Then how to use? Okay. So now this function, if I pass these print entries to each, internally this function will be called whenever this statement is to be executed, okay, by JavaScript. This method, this function will call. But what I need to do, I need to print. Okay. So I will pass document dot write, and here I will pass p plus, I will add space plus values. Okay. So plus is a concatenation operator. So it is used to join two or more strings in a JavaScript. And again, I will concatenate to break, so that it should render this break tag inside the HTML DOM, so that we can see each of the entry on new line. This is the one way to see the output. So here you will see that we have first entry called name, second entry called age, third entry called YouTube, fourth entry called LM, and last entry called education. Okay, so this is how keys and entries are printed on the screen. If you want to build some other logic inside this, yes, you can do. You can filter the entries based on the requirement. Same thing we can do inside for each method. We don't need to write like this. Okay, if you want to go with function, so what I can do, I don't need to declare this function. Instead of that, I will use this. Okay, again, I have only one statement in my function, so I can use arrow function. So what I will do, I will move back, I will add arrow here, and I don't need this bracket also. I don't need this also. So I can pass directly these two for each as a callback function. Okay, and you will get the output. This is how a shorter syntax is used in JavaScript, and you will get the same output. Nothing will be different. But this is what the anonymous function. You don't know the name of function. That's why we call it as an anonymous function. We are using arrow. So it is an arrow function. And there is only one expression. So we don't need to use curly brackets for this. If you have a more than one statement or one JavaScript expression in your function, then you need to use the curly brackets. Okay, then we have a next method called values keys entries. So values method will return values only. It will return array. Okay, it will return iterator. Okay, if I write something, you will see the syntax here. If I say values, so this method returns here. You can see that after colon, what it has written iterable iterator. So if I pass this directly, you will see some kind of output that is what saying that object set object or map object something will be there on screen. Okay, so here you can see that object map iterator. So it is saying that it has written the iterator object, and you need to loop through that. How to loop through that? Then what? Okay, so you have to use the for loop. Okay, for off loop. If I say let z of but what m dot values, and you have to print the values here. So it will print each value one by one, all the value documents dot write, and you have to use the z. Z is referring to the each value. Okay, it is going through the each value. So that is what the purpose of loop. Now I don't need this statement. So what I will do, I will mark this as a comment so that it should not get executed. And here, okay, document dot m dot value values is a method. My bad. Okay, I forgot to type that. And here you are seeing all the values. Okay, let me add break here so that we can see the values properly. So here you are seeing all the values. Okay. Similarly, if I use keys method at the same place, you will see all the keys. You will get all the names of keys. Okay, this is how values and keys method returns a iterator. You need to use for loop, for off loop to get the values one by one. Entries is something that is returning both. Okay, so if I say entries, so here you will see the syntax that entries is it returns iterable. Okay, it is fine, but it returns iterable in the style of key and value pair. So you need to pass two variables here. If I say z and y, okay. I say z, yes, that is fine, but it will return both. Okay, we don't need to pass separate key and value. We have to for of loop that will not allow that syntax, but entries will return a comma separated key and value, key and value, key and value, key and value, key and value from your map. So this is all about the map in a JavaScript. It is a collection which is used to hold key and value pair. Thank you so much for watching the video.